Imagine some spoiled kid demanding to take over your private cabin for a wild party, and when you refuse, his mother threatens you with the HOA. But what they didn't know was that I'm the chief of police, and the ending had the whole neighborhood cheering. Let me tell you how it happened. I had just gotten off a long shift and drove down to my quiet lake cabin for some peace and fishing when suddenly HOA. Karen's teenage son marched up to my dock with his friends. He told me his mom said they could use my cabin for their party tonight. I laughed, thinking it was a joke. But he wasn't kidding. He started threatening that if I refused, his mom would have the HOA fine me and maybe even kick me out of the neighborhood minutes later. Here comes Karen storming down the dock, pointing her finger, saying that the HOA had the authority to let her son use the cabin for community gatherings. I calmly told her the HOA had no power over my private cabin, but she doubled down, saying she'd call security and have me removed. At that point, her son was already shouting at me to hand over the keys, so I pulled out my badge and said, "Good idea, call security because I am security, I'm the chief of police." Her face dropped instantly. Her son went silent and his friends slowly backed away. I then explained very clearly that trespassing and making demands for private property is a crime, and I wouldn't hesitate to have them arrested right there. On the spot, suddenly Karen was stuttering, saying it was just a misunderstanding. But it was too late because two officers I had already texted rolled up to back me. Karen's son ended up being escorted away, embarrassed, while neighbors filmed. The whole thing, Karen was humiliated in front of everyone, and the HOA president later apologized for her behavior. As for me, I sat back on my dock, cracked open a cold drink, and enjoyed the most peaceful sunset, knowing no one would dare mess with my cabin again. So if you love watching Karens get destroyed with justice, hit that subscribe button because the next story is even crazier.